Good morning students. In this video session, I am going to teach about the file concept which is present in the fifth unit. Okay. What is file? File is nothing but collection of data or information which is stored in the secondary storage devices like hard disk, pen drive, all these things. In your computer, there are two types of memories are there. One is primary memory, that is called as main memory or RAM, and the second one is secondary memories, that is your hard disk and your pen drive, all these things. Okay, before going to the file concept, we have to know little bit about these memories and why we are studying this file concept in the programming subject. What's the need of file in programming? Still now we are executed many programs in the C programming laboratories. At that time you are giving lot of inputs and you are getting lot of outputs. Did you save anywhere? No. If you are going for the big applications like hospital management or library management or online shopping, the input what you want to give is very big and your output what you are getting also very big. If you are not saving, this means every time when you are executing manually, you have to spend lot of time for giving these inputs and getting the outputs. To overcome this only, they introduce the file inside your programming concept. Till now you are executed, you are programming the main memory, that is your RAM. It is a volatile memory. That is nothing but once the power is lost or once you switch off your systems or once that program is terminated, all the data should be erased. That is what the reason behind this is your RAM is the volatile memory. Electric energy is required to handle the data. But secondary storage is non-volatile memory. Once you put the data, once you copy the data, it should not be erased till you erase the data. That's the reason they are included the file concept in the programming subject and they are storing the input and output with the help of this file in the secondary storage. Okay, for that they are using three predefined streams. Okay, what's the streams are nothing but it's a logical interface. It's just interface. It's just the logical connectivity, not physical connectivity, logical connectivity to the devices and that is connected in the computer. For example, if you want to write the program, how you write the program? Using keyboard. Keyboard is the device which is logically and physically connected with the computer. Through this keyboard you are writing the program and saving the program. For that in the C programming they are using standard in. STDIN means standard input. This is the stream. Through this only, through these streams only, the byte of data should be transferred. Stream is nothing but used to transfer the sequence of bytes. In the stream only the data should be flowed. So while you are typing in the keyboard, the data should be sent through the stream to the and create the program. Similarly, while you are executing the program, the output will be displayed in the monitor. For that, the another stream is there, that is STD out, that is standard out. So the program, the output will be streamed or passed through this stream and it should be displayed with the output screen, that is your display. Okay, if any error is there, the error will be displayed in the screen. For that they are using the error stream, that is standard stream. So these streams are the logical interface and the use of streams is nothing but you are passing the sequence bytes of data. You are passing the bytes of data through this hardware to the file. For that only you are using these streams. Okay. How to use the file in the C programming? For utilizing this file in your C programming, you have to follow some steps. First, you have to declare a file pointer. Here also we need a pointer. Then you have to open the file. After that only we can able to access or read or write the file. Then we can able to close the file. 4 operations we can able to perform inside the file. That is open the file, then close the file, then read the file, then write the file. Read and writing is comes under accessing. Okay, so we can see one by one. First one, declare a file pointer variable. What's the need of pointer here? For example, in your hard disk, there are n number of files are there. In that, you are going to access one file. Once you double click the file, the particular file will be loaded into the main memory, that is your RAM. At that time, the address was allocated for the particular file. That address will be holded by a pointer. That pointer is called as file pointer. All of you understood what's the need of file pointer here? File pointer is used to hold the address of the file which is loaded in the main memory. Okay. So, while you are declaring a file pointer, see the syntax carefully. File, then file pointer. What is this file? Why I wrote in the capital letter? You have to declare the file in this way only. You have to write in caps letter only. The reason is it is a predefined structure. This file is a predefined structure which is already present in the header file or defined. The structure is already defined in the header file stdio.h. For handling the files, they developed the structure and stored inside the header file stdio.h. So all the file programs you have to include the header file stdio.h. Okay. So while declaring also like int a char c like that, here also for file pointer, the type is file. It is a structure which is already defined in the header file. See the example, file. The file is in caps. Okay, always the file is in caps. Then any pointer variable. This is how you have to declare a pointer variable. There are two types of files are there. One is text file, another one is binary file. Text file is called as collection of ASCII characters or collection of characters. Your word processing, notepad file, everything is considered as a text file. And binary file is nothing but all your images, videos. It should be stored in the form of bytes, zeros, ones, bits. Okay, even text file also considered as a binary file. So it's a collection of characters means text bytes, text file, and the files which is stored in the form of bytes is called as binary files. Okay. The next one is file modes. What is file modes? File modes are nothing but for what purpose you are opening the particular file. You have to tell the purpose of file you are opening. There are various modes of file is there. The default file mode is R, that is read. R means read, W means write, A means append. Okay. So always keep it in your mind. This read mode is for getting the inputs. For reading, read mode is getting the inputs. Write mode is writing the output. Okay. So the default mode is read mode. If you are open the file in read mode means, what's the meaning means? For example, you are opening a Word file. You can, if the file is existing, it will be open. Otherwise, it will give the error message. If the file is existing, you can able to open the file and you can able to read the data. You can get the input. Okay. What's the difference between this read and write means? While you are using the write mode, it will check whether the file is existing or not. If the file is not existing, it will create the new file. If the file is existing, it will open the file and it will allow us to write something inside the file. That is write mode. In the write mode, we can able to write something inside the file. That is, we can write the output inside the file, but we can't able to get the input. We can't able to read. Okay. But one disadvantages of this write mode is, if the file is already existing means before opening, all the contents inside the file will be truncated. Okay. It should be an empty file. Okay. The third one is append. For overcoming that, they are introduced the append. If the file is existing, it will be opened. Then at the end of the file, you can able to add the data. Okay. So in the append mode, the file will be opened. At the end, all the available content will be there. At the end, you can able to append it, add it. then read plus, that is R plus is nothing but read plus. So it should be used for both read and write. The text file is used for read and write. First you have to read it before writing. First we have to get the input, then we can write the output there also. W plus, that is read plus, sorry, W plus, that is write plus read. So in that you can able to write as well as read. The first operation should be write, then we can able to read it. Append means automatically it is a writing process. At the end you can able to write, then you can able to read it. Okay, the same thing should be continued for your binary files. RB means read binary. Open the binary file in read mode. WB means open the binary file in write mode. AB means open the binary file in append mode. RB plus means open the binary file in read plus write mode. Here write plus read mode. Here append binary plus mode. These are the file modes which is available in the file concept. The next important thing is how to open a file. For opening a file, in the predefined function is there. The predefined function name is fopen. Fopen is the predefined function used to open the file. Before reading or before writing or before appending or accessing, the file must be opened. First you have to open the file. For that we are using fopen. See the syntax: file, this is a structure, then directly they are using pointer fopen as per the syntax. Fopen is the function. Here constant char, this is nothing but a string. First you have to give the file name. Your file name is a string, it's a constant string. Then you have to give the mode. This is also another pointer, it denotes the string which denote the mode. So two strings are there. One is your file name, another one is your access mode. See the example: file, then this is the file pointer, equal to file open of. Fopen means file open. Then sam.txt, this file will be opened and the particular memory will be stored in the file pointer. In which mode I am opening? W mode. W mode means the file is already there, it will be opened. Otherwise it will create the new file and open the file. Okay, all of you understood what is open, how to open the file. The next one is closing the file. How to close the file? For closing the file, there is another predefined function called fclose. Fclose is a function used to close the file. Okay, see the syntax here: int fclose of file pointer. So it will return one integer value that the close denotes. For denoting the close, it denote one integer value. See this example: fclose of. It's a method. Fclose of is a function. Inside that you are passing the particular file which want to be closed. So what are the four operations I already taught you? First one is open the file, close the file, then read and write. For reading and writing, various functions are there. Okay, the standard functions are: for getting the inputs we can use fscanf, that is formatted. For all type of formatted inputs we can use fscanf. Then getters means file get string, for getting a string. Then file get character. Then read, file read is nothing but used to get the input of collection of data like structure. Okay, fscanf, that is formatted inputs. All kind of formatted inputs should be get using file scanf. Then getters, that is getting a string, then getting a character, then getting a collection of data. Okay, similarly formatted, all formatters we can able formatted data we can able to print with the help of printf. Here only strings. Put string, that is writing the string. Here only one character. Put c, only one character it will write at a time. Fwrite is nothing but collection of characters like structures we can able to write inside the file. These are the four main operations we can able to perform inside the file: open the file, close the file, read the file write the file. I hope you understand, student. Thank you.